This street in Tokyo has over 75 restaurants that all serve the same thing. If you want to go somewhere to eat that's authentic and away from the crowds, this is a really good option. Today we're going for dinner at Monja Street in Tokyo. Monja Street is a road with so many Monjayaki and Okonomiyaki restaurants. It always amazes me how there are so many of the same type of restaurant in one street. You'd think they'd go out of business, but apparently there's enough custom to keep them all open. Monjayaki is the Tokyo version of Okonomiyaki. It has a more runny, liquidy texture, but you can get Okonomiyaki here too. We've come to Tsukishima Station, which is the closest one, and it's exit 8A. Here's a map of Monja Street showing just how many restaurants there are. I can't believe it. Look, it's sponsored by Bulldog. It does Okonomiyaki sauce. Okonomiyaki can be a bit tricky if you're vegetarian sometimes. There have been times I've had okonomiyaki and it turns up with bacon or ham inside, but I found one that's definitely okay for vegetarians that I've been to before, called Daruma Okonomiyaki. They do have ebi, shrimp, in the mixture as by default, but on the menu it says they can accommodate allergies, so I just asked them to make it without the shrimp and it was all good. I should mention there is a chance the okonomiyaki batter may have dashi, that's fish stock, in it, and you never really know. In my experience, it doesn't taste of fish at all, so I'm happy to go for it because I like okonomiyaki so much. But if you're not happy with that, you need to go somewhere that's completely vegetarian or vegan. A good one is Sakurate, which is in Harajuku, and there's a video about that on my channel. There it is up ahead, and I can see a Daruma already. I wonder if that's the one we're looking for. Tsukishima Monja Street information and shop. I didn't know they had a tourist info. Tsukishima Monja. How can you hear the cicadas so loud here as well? That says Daruma. That's it. It's the same sign. If you're not sure what okonomiyaki is, people often call it Japanese pizza or Japanese pancakes. I don't think it's really like either of them. It's shredded cabbage in batter with your own toppings cooked flat in a circle. I think that's the definition of it. And okonomiyaki means whatever you like, so you can have whatever toppings you like on top. They have an English menu. Here's all the teppanyaki dishes. They've got some nice vegetable ones there as well, just some extra bits. They've got edamame, tofu, kimchi, some salads. Here's all the monjayaki. There's quite a big choice and the prices are really good. Some extra toppings to customize it, some desserts. Here's the okonomiyaki and negiyaki menu. Negiyaki is like okonomiyaki, but it has spring onions instead of cabbage. And yakisoba. Here's the drinks menu. And the soft drinks here. There's also sake and shochu. It's a big drinks menu. We got the grill on the table. It's actually really hot. They turned it on when we arrived. And you got all the condiments here. There's the bonito flakes and okonomiyaki sauce. These little spatulas are for eating monjayaki. You eat it straight off the grill. And the big spatulas are for cooking okonomiyaki. Kanpai. Our butter potatoes have arrived, jaga butter. They come with some bean sprouts as well. He said put the oil on the grill. I think that's enough. And then put the potatoes on. I can't do that with one hand. Shall I throw the bean sprouts on as well, do you reckon? It's cooked badly, it's your own fault. And our edamames come too. Looks good, I love them. Here's the okonomiyaki before it's cooked. This is Phil's. He's got a lot of scallop on there. Was that your only topping you had? Yeah, scallop okonomiyaki, and with the egg on top. There's the cabbage, pickled ginger, and the batter will be underneath. It's got to be mixed up first. And here's mine with the cheese and mochi. The mochi always looks really funny before it's cooked. It melts a lot when it's warmed up. Here they're cooking away. That's my one, I think. I can see the cubes of mochi and Phil's. The staff asked if we wanted them to cook it for us or if we wanted to cook our own. I asked them to do it because they always do a better job, but it is fun to cook your own too. First they mix up all the ingredients in the bowl, which is hard because it's such a small bowl, and then they put it on the grill, make it into a circular shape, and now it's cooking. Then they're going to flip it over to cook the other side. We've been flipped over, we're cooking side number 2 now. If you're worried that okonomiyaki doesn't sound very appealing because of the shredded cabbage element, it is quite a main ingredient, but it's really not like eating cabbage at all. When all the sauce is on, it's really delicious. And they're done. He put the sauce on for us, the delicious okonomiyaki sauce, some Japanese mayo. The green flakes are seaweed flakes, and Phil's having katsuoboshi, which is dried tuna flakes. Looks good. Beautiful. Tastes really good. I love the okonomiyaki sauce. This is my favourite Japanese meal. I think the cheese goes with it really well, and mochi, when it's cooked, is all soft and gooey. It goes really well with the melty cheese. I think it's the sauce that makes it though, and Japanese mayo is delicious. I love it when they do all the stripes on the okonomiyaki. All done. That was delicious. The bill was 6,072 yen. We both had 2 alcoholic drinks each, and we had the 2 sides, the butter potatoes and the edamame, which I think is not bad considering we had quite a lot. It's a lot less than it would be eating out in the UK. I was thinking that every okonomiyaki I've had has all been really good. There aren't really any that stand out particularly. It's always something I enjoy. I can't believe how there are so many okonomiyaki and monjayaki restaurants in one street, and they all have enough business to stay open. As far as you can see down there, that's Monja Street. And this way, it goes all the way down there as far as the covered walkway goes. I don't know how many restaurants are in this street, but it must be a lot. I do often make okonomiyaki at home because it's the only way I can really have it. I never know why Japanese restaurants abroad don't have okonomiyaki because it's so delicious, and I think the flavours are things that would really appeal to people. So if I want to have it, I have to make my own. It's never quite the same. I do have a plug-in grill that I use, which is really good. Something I found that really makes a difference is using proper okonomiyaki flour instead of regular wheat flour. You can buy it from Asian grocery shops. One brand is Otafuku, which also makes okonomiyaki sauce. For the sauce, I use bulldog sauce, which you can also use to make yakisoba. It's really delicious. And Japanese mayo also makes a difference. That is also so good. It's really expensive to buy it in the UK. I say really expensive, it's like £4 or £5 for a bowl, which is a lot more than normal mayo, but it's definitely worth it because it's so good. There are okonomiyaki restaurants all over Tokyo and all over Japan. It's actually Osaka that's known for okonomiyaki, but there's just a lot of them here. This is where a lot of them are in Tokyo. I have been to some okonomiyaki restaurants, like in Shinjuku, in the really busy part, where it was okay, but it wasn't that great. The portions were quite small. Here it was really good. I think Monja Street doesn't seem very foreigner friendly at first. They don't have any English menus outside the restaurants. It's all in Japanese, but they did have an English menu at that place when I asked for one. And I haven't really seen any tourists here particularly. There are of course 2 types of okonomiyaki. The type we had today was Osaka style, where everything's mixed together, and there's also Hiroshima style, which is cooked in layers. So they cook the egg pancake in one layer, put a load of bean sprouts on, put cabbage on, put the bacon on in separate layers. There's also Monjayaki in our okonomiyaki encyclopedia. Monjayaki has noodles in it, so it's more of a substantial meal. Phil really likes that one. I think he would have ordered that if it was on the menu. Oh look, there's another Daruma. I think they've got about 3 branches on this street, and I have seen one in Osaka as well. But don't be put off, as it's a chain. It's a small chain. On this street there is also a really good melon pan bakery, which I haven't been to because it's not open in the evenings, but I do love melon pan. I've also heard there's a man who walks his giant tortoise along this street during the daytime, which I would love to see. This lantern says Monja. Thinking back through the okonomiyaki and teppanyaki that we've had, they've all been really good experiences. It's a way to get away from the chains and try somewhere new. We've been to some really tiny teppanyaki restaurants that have been just a few seats along the counter. There was one in Osaka run by just one woman. You might have heard of that one, it's quite well known. Oko is amazing. I don't know how she was cooking all the okonomiyaki taking all the orders and doing everything all by herself. She was amazing. So it's often a really good experience, and teppanyaki restaurants seem to be quite relaxed places where people go drinking. You might be cooking the food yourself. It's a fun night out. It's quite late now, so if the street looks a bit dead, that's why. It's also a weeknight. It's a Wednesday evening. The first time we had okonomiyaki was in a restaurant in My Lord department store, my favourite name, in Shinjuku, which is being renovated now, so it's shut now actually. Phil ordered an okonomiyaki with hanpen, which we didn't really know what it was, and when it arrived, it looked like it was a surgical swab. It was just this white slab. It's actually something to do with shark, I think. Can you remember what it actually is?
It's shark something. I can't remember what. Shark, yeah.
Like shark fish cake, maybe.
Yes, yeah.
That's like the Naruto round things you get in ramen.
Yeah. But that was early in our Japan experiences, so it was a weird thing to have.
We didn't really know what we were doing, and we cooked it ourselves.
It was all right.
Happy memories. This must be the mascot of the street. Tsukishima Monja Nyan is meow in Japanese, and they've got a crescent moon, just like on a lot of the street decorations here. And they've got the Okonomiyaki, Monjayaki spatulas. Oh look, they've got hoppy. Hoppy was created in 1948. It's mixed with shochu as a substitute for beer. You can find it at lots of bars in Asakusa on a road called Hoppy Street. They've got all the spatulas as decoration. We just spotted this random shop with 3 vending machines in called Frozen Station. You can get some frozen tuna, some steak, some sort of cutlets, and this has got some tins and whale curry. Not sure about that. That may be the melon pan shop. There were 2 on the street. I'm really surprised they're still open. It's 10 to 10. I really want to try one, but I really don't have room now. Happy Thursday sale. I have croissants too. It's really easy to get to Monja Street. Tsukishima Station is only a couple of stops on the metro from Yurakucho Station, which is right next to Tokyo Station. It's only a 4-minute walk. This is also next to Toyosu if you're going to Team Lab Planets. Tell me in the comments if you've been to Monja Street and what it was like when you went. And tell me if you prefer okonomiyaki or monjayaki. I'll see you next week with more Japan videos every Thursday.